just to conclude, if there's one mindset shift that the battery industry needs to make, what would it be?
That going faster doesn't mean you finish sooner. And in fact, oftentimes you don't finish sooner. Um, Let me provide a little bit of context there. It's okay to try and continuously improve. We have systems and procedures and methods that have been optimized over the last 7 to 8 decades. And we try and employ the best of that thought process today. But as we've found in the past, we can continuously improve. And so I anticipate that things will become even more efficient in the future. But to have a cavalier approach when it comes to the execution of these projects, when you're basing your strategies on hope, I don't see that as a winning proposition. So when we talk about a mind shift change, hope is not a strategy. Planning and proper execution is a strategy. And perhaps you can look at a task and try and make that particular step more efficient, but you can't just erase the task altogether. The other thing I'd like to note is when you start these plants up, that is where all of your assumptions, all of your hard work, every move you've made will culminate into either an asset that performs or does not perform. You can no longer hide behind your hope. You can no longer hide behind your assumptions. You can only stand behind the product that you have in front of you and the planning you've done to train operators and get the facility ready for operation. And the plant will tell you whether you've done a good job. And so, what we found is when you look at the economics of these projects, because of that, the ramp up curve is the single most important aspect of profitability. If you've designed and planned something well, you will likely hit the schedule in terms of ramp up, the time it takes to reach 100% capacity, and preserve the business case. Oftentimes, when we see that risk hasn't been properly dealt with, managed, and corners are cut, that ramp up curve is a lot longer than people expect. And essentially, the business case bleeds. The net present value quickly erodes, and you can find yourself in a situation with an asset that's unprofitable, which is a consequence we try and avoid. Hatch is starting to publish information on ramp up curves, and one of my colleagues is talking about the McNulty series and how these should be interpreted and what to do to try and improve your chances of hitting a good ramp up curve. So look forward to more content about that in the future. I'll be presenting a little bit on that at conferences this year, and we're excited to help clients understand that and work together to try and preserve business cases.